Hey Scorpio, so let's take a look. Remember, this video is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. Always watch your Moon and Rising signs as well if you are a Scorpio Sun. They help fill in the blanks. Plus, you may resonate with them more, but let's just see first. Okay, Scorpio. There's the Temperance card, which is really being patient. It's the Patience card. Patience is a virtue, right? And that's really what it's saying, because we have the angel in her wings, and she's really letting the water flow. She's not forcing anything. She has one foot in the water, one foot on the rock. So it's a bit of a balance. You're wanting balance in your life, it feels like. And I think out of that balance, you know, this could be your work and play, work and home, home and play, whatever you're wanting to balance, and see more of what your heart truly feels, what your heart truly wants. And this Knight of Pentacles, you know, the Pentacles are about our money and our health, physical, mental, emotional health. And I feel like out of this patience, this virtue, that you all are going to receive possibly an offer, or get to explore something that makes your heart sing, something that makes you happy, but can also possibly make you money. Maybe you're changing your lifestyle. This is the 11th, you are the 11th video I'm doing for this particular series. 11 is a master number. It's the number of healing. It's the number of creativeness, intuitiveness. So any of those arenas that you're looking into would be apropos for this Knight of Pentacles. Although the Knight of Pentacles, I have to tell you, is a very grounded knight, because he represents the signs of Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. And those are, you know, feet on the ground, first chakra, making money, you know, diligently focused. But I'm just saying the two combined here together, there's some divine guidance around your changing jobs possibly, or gaining momentum on something new and additional you want to look into. Well, we have another horse. We have what's called the Death card, which to me is called the Transformation card, because 99.9% of the time it's not about death of someone. It's about the death and rebirth of your own self. And I don't mean death as in leaving the human life. I mean, again, shedding the old ways, shedding the limiting beliefs, and opening up to what is new. I love that it's coming as your last card, because it'll be really interesting now to see what the mid-January to mid-February cards bring, knowing that you have a huge transformation that's going to be starting to go on sometime in January. And, you know, beside this card, I talked about this one first, but beside this card is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is a very auspicious card. It's a very good card, talking about celebration in the workplace, feeling the fruits of your labor. It can mean marriage as well. For some of you, it may mean that. But just a very, you know, feeling the fruits of life. So I think around this, you know, patience, virtue, and this Knight, and being able to and being open to transforming, that you're going to receive a feeling of abundance. Let's put it that way. Let's look at the card for the energies between month to month and see what this is. Excuse me. Now we have the King of Pentacles, and I cough because you know, last time I did these, I'd had a cold and the cough persists, whatever. So we have the King of Pentacles. We have the Knight and the King. And again, this could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So you have some chances for additional income, a raise, a new type of job, health, body, mind, health, feeling better about that. The King of Pentacles is an archetypal person who has done well in business. They take good care of their body. Outwardly, everything just feels really good. So I'm glad that that's the energy, because it's bringing forth celebration and change for sure. All right, let's look into the crystal. All right, what's up for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Hold on. Excuse me. Some of you are going to think about a trip, and it feels like it could be a short distance, but for some of you, it's going to be a long distance. And in fact, it could even be another continent. Like say you live in the U.S. and you've been thinking about going to Africa, or you live in the U.K. and you've been wanting to go to Australia, or vice versa, or anywhere around. I'm just saying that some of you are going to be doing that in the next year, and some of you have really been wanting to explore. Okay. Oh well. Okay. Well, you definitely have the bear, the bear as your totem animal. Looks like the polar bear, but first he turns white and then he turns dark. But the bear, it doesn't feel mean. So maybe you've had this before, maybe not. But I would, possibly Google a bear or polar and just see what they're, what do they need to do to survive? Well, we know that they hibernate for 3 months in the winter. Don't hibernate. We don't want you to hibernate, Scorpio. But they really do change their life and their way of being the year round. Sometimes they're on the go, and then sometimes they take time out for themselves. So anyway, just look them up and see what resonates with you about a bear, especially the polars. Okay, what else is coming up for Scorpio? Well, two lights. And sometimes I see two lights and I feel it's two people in your life that support you, or two people that are very engaging and you love being around them. Could be. When there are two spirits, there's lights, a lighter light around the lights. Does that make sense? They're casting a shadow of light. Let me just put it that way. And that's what I'm seeing this time around. So I feel like possibly these lights could be people in the spirit world, could be guides, spirit guides, or it could be someone or two people that have passed on that were human, that you love very much, that are around you more than you know. And if you've been feeling that, if you feel like a cool breeze sometimes, or maybe the light flickers, or you see a coin on the floor, or a bird that keeps, staying in your area, or at least flying past you, then that's probably them or their essence. But that is really auspicious guidance as well. But they're staying in the crystal. Even as I turn them, the crystal, they're staying. And their light is becoming brighter. So, it may be too that you're interested in psychic awareness, looking more into your spirit guides, mediumship. Just any of those things might be interesting for you. Okay, now I see some nice colors. Green for the heart chakra. Encompassing these beautiful colors is a light blue. Excuse me, speaking of, I was just getting ready to say, excuse me, I'm sorry, Scorpio. The throat chakra, which is kind of funny that I started coughing during that time period, but it's apropos, isn't it? Happened during a reading earlier today, an in-person reading. And I was just getting ready to say you're not using your voice of what you need. For you all, I feel like it's more of, it could be your throat's been hurting, but I feel like it's more speak up, when you need to, or speak what you love. Because these beautiful lights underneath the blue were activating your chakras. And the light blue is the throat, but the green was the heart. And then I saw the yellow as the power chakra, the third chakra. So, you may see your chakras, visualize your chakras spinning one at a time. There's 7 of them, and look them up and just kind of see the red spin, then the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, purple, and so on. Okay, that will really amp up that intuition for you. All right, anything else, dear Scorpio? I know a lot of you are going, she's going very metaphysical here. Well, that's what's coming up. Love life. Something about love life for some of you. Well, it's interesting. Some of you are going to meet someone. Some of you are ready for a big change. And some of you are parting with others. Well, if that doesn't cover the whole scenario. But when I continued to look in the crystal, it was all 3 versions. So, and some of you may say, well, no, I'm not in a relationship. Well, maybe you're going to meet someone in the next 6 to 8 months. All right. I hope this reading has been a benefit to you, Scorpio. So please remember to subscribe if you haven't. I love those of you who have. I so appreciate it. And remember to make comments, share, and like the video if you like the video. I'm wishing you good tidings. I see a lot of yellow, and yellow to me means joy, happiness coming your way. Then we have some white for purity. Nice colors, Scorpio. Okay, so I look forward to talking to you all soon. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.